Today should be very, very interesting. What's up, guys, and welcome back to Train Sim World 5. We are going to be taking over this ES44C diesel locomotive. We are going to be coupling up with 30 freight cars and taking them from San Bernardino up to Barstow. So yes, we are in fact going back to Barstow today, Tyrese. I'm very excited for this, dude. I have wanted to try a freight loco like this since we started this series. Obviously, it's a step up from what we've been doing already, and I've got about 30 to 45 minutes of tutorial time, so I'm feeling pretty qualified. We do know where the door is at this point, and here's the engineer's seat. So we're going to get this thing fired up. Really, one of the biggest differences is the braking on these things. You've got three different types of brakes. You've got your independent brake, your automatic brake, and your dynamic brake. Don't ask me, dude. It's going to be fun. All right, so we're going to go ahead and turn the fuel generator on. We're going to move our reverser forward. We're going to apply a little bit of throttle here, and we're going to take the automatic brake. Basically, this is a brake for the entire train. Every single car, even ones that aren't locomotives, are going to apply the brake, but it takes longer to put on. It's a lot more complicated. I don't know how much we're going to use it. We're supposed to. We'll see what happens. Independent brake is basically just the brake on the locomotives. So we're going to turn this off. If we look outside, I mean, these are all locomotives here. We've got three different kind of engine-based train cars. So that's what the independent brake works on. Dynamic brake is kind of more of maintaining your speed between 10 and 30 miles an hour when you're kind of going downhill and you just want to stay at a certain speed. So it's going to be really interesting. We've got a 10-mile-an-hour speed limit here. We're not going to go too fast. Let's just get ourselves going a little bit. We're going to idle. Ooh, we've got another fellow engineer over there driving by. I mean, look at the sheer size and girth of this thing. Just an absolute monster, dude. 4,400 horsepower, something like that. All right, where are we supposed to be stopping? It says we're supposed to stop in 480 feet, so we're going to keep an eye on our speed, and we're going to try not to do too much here. So sick watching the other trains go by as we're coming through. Oh, we want to stop at 100 feet? Okay. Full application on the brakes. We're going to be a little past it, I think. Was there like I didn't see an objective on the ground. Okay. We're going to set the reverser to backward. So put that thing in reverse. And we're going to couple to a formation. Do you see the formation, ma'am? I didn't see. We got any train cars back here? Are we going back that way? It might be back that way. Hold on, let me go make sure we're going the right way. I think it's flipped our junctions for us automatically, so I'm just going to back up. We're going to hope it's going to take us to the destination that we want. Let's hop back up here, right here on my train. That's what I'm talking about. All right, got a little side door over here, a little bit more convenient for us. Sit this thing back down, and we're just going to go ahead and apply a little bit of throttle. We'll release those independent brakes, and we should start to see this thing back up a little bit. Oh, yeah. There she goes, baby. That's what I'm talking about, dude. It's just so freaking big. It doesn't make sense. All right, let's make sure we aren't getting going too fast. Again, we do have that 10-mile-an-hour speed limit, so we're going to get up to like an 8. Well, we are kind of going uphill, so we're going to have to keep a little bit of throttle. We'll have to bump and run as we need. But, all right, look at us. Backing that ass up. Like I said, I'm pretty sure they're going to have this pre-set up for us. I still don't really see. We've got them on the map here. So we're supposed to be coming down this way. We're going to be picking up this set of rail cars here. So hopefully we're going to be able to get that done fairly easily. I did have to look it up. So you're supposed to couple at around like 3 miles an hour. Or 2 miles an hour, 3.2 kilometers an hour, something like that. Are we on the right track right now? Going to be taking a left, coming down, left. Yeah, okay. We are on this gradient, so we're going to be slowing down a little bit. We're going to have to add a little bit of throttle as we go. Just kind of cruise our way in there. I wonder if we put throttle on 1 and dynamic brake, get up to 10 miles an hour, not trying to do anything crazy, just open up the window, enjoy the fresh air, enjoy the view, and there we go. Look at that thing going. All right, we're coming in a little fast. I think we're going to need a bit of braking here. Oh, we're going downhill. We're going 15 miles an hour. Yeah, we're coming up fast in the thing too. Okay, we're going to be fine. We're just going to have to slow this thing down. We've got to get it down, like I said, to around 2 miles an hour, which is a lot less than where we're currently at. So let's apply a bit more brake. Slow this thing down. There it is. All right, probably not too much. What's really nice is this independent brake is pretty much immediate. You can see that it's instantly reacting. Obviously, as we're in a smaller form factor here, and we don't have a really long, super heavy train. Oh, he's coming in quick. What's up, dude? What's your rush? Calm down. Oh, that is so cool, dude. Let's go. Okay, pay attention to where you're going, Trev. We're going to have to slow this down a little bit again. A little bit more. But yeah, the independent brake, it's a lot faster, so you get that instant reaction. But if we had a lot more weight on us, then that's not going to work nearly as well. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Okay. Our train cars are... my bad. Why did I think we were on this track? Okay, we almost caused a derail there, but for some reason I thought we were looking directly backward and we were going towards those down there, but no, we're on this, and we almost just derailed the train, but it's fine. I had to come back and run this again after we finished just to make sure we could do this. So we want to come in here nice and slow, get it down. We're at about 3 miles an hour. We're slowing down a little bit too much. Let's give it a little bump of throttle. Little throttle off. The problem is we are downhill here. Let's go ahead and slow this thing down. And we should be able to come in. Ideally, you should be around 3 miles an hour. And that, my friends... Oh my gosh, I just... We're going to have to go forward a little bit. I don't know if I could do that again if I tried. We pretty much perfectly found exactly where we needed to stop right before we were supposed to. So that's how you couple there. Slow it down. Don't go 15 miles an hour and end up nearly derailing yourself. Put the reverser back into forward. We're going to have full independent brake. You always want to get a little bit of throttle going first. Make sure the throttle is working. Make sure you've got some power going in here, which it does look like we have. And we're going to go ahead and release the brakes and get going. Now, I think with something this long, we are probably going to need full power just to get this thing going. Maybe not. It's actually working pretty well here. Oh, look at the size of this thing, dude. Okay, let's not go too fast then. I think a lot of these cars are empty, so that's why it's you know, working out pretty well for us. We're going to be fine. This is so amazing, dude. Listen. Just big old thing getting going. All right, we gotta stay paying attention though, Trev. We're down to 4 miles an hour, so there's a lot more balancing the speed and making sure you're going the right speed here. So we're gonna try to keep us up to 10. We're going uphill 1.2% gradient right now, so that's why we're losing a little bit of ground, but we're gonna be a-okay. The thing is when you're out in hills like this, obviously a lot of work to keep this thing moving, get it stopped, etc. So you got to be on your game. You got to make sure you're keeping it exactly where you want it. We're up to 8, so I'm going to drop it down to a 1 throttle. If we're going uphill, we shouldn't gain too much speed too quickly, so that might be the space that we want it. There she goes, baby. Look at those giant engines just billowing away. Getting it done, pulling this long thing. You can see all the way down there. That's all us. Gradient's going back downhill now, so we're going to gain speed on our own. Again, not trying to speed too much here, so just try to keep things even. It's a whole different ball game when you've got a long tail behind you. I don't even know how long our tail is. I kind of want to try to go all the way to the back, but that's going to take a really long time. Here we go. This is the little guy at the end here. Oh my goodness, dude, it's so long. Looking like we might get clearance to increase speed a little bit here in a second, which is obviously very exciting, also a little bit nerve-wracking. We do have the green signal ahead. Are we going to 79 or 10? Eventually we're going to be at 30. I don't know if we have to... I'm assuming we just stay at 10 this entire time. We're at 11 right now because we're going downhill, which is fine. Let's make sure we don't go straight. We don't want to run into anything again. We are going a little bit too fast. So I'm going to do like a 6% brake, nothing crazy. I don't want to get any sort of a speeding penalty or speeding ticket or anything like that. Trying to stay under 10 till we need it. This 3% grade is tough. I mean, look at this majestic beast, dude. Oh my god, I just love seeing the long tail behind us. It is so freaking ridiculous. All right, still not to the 30-mile-per-hour zone yet. We are down to 10, so we're going to release that independent brake. So this brake here, the automatic brake, basically how it works, from what I understand, is BC is basically your independent brake. It's your brake. We gotta slow this thing down a little bit again. It's going to take a long time for the rear of our train to get past that 30-mile-an-hour marker. So we're just going to try to make sure that we're not going too fast. We're downhill 1.1% here. This is freaking stressful. But yeah, this is brake cylinder is BC. That's like pressure to your wheels. That's mainly, you know, adjusted with this thing here that we've been using a lot. I'm going to take a little bit more off here. We don't want to lose too much speed. It's so much manipulation back and forth. BP is your brake pressure. Basically, there's a brake line along the entire train. When it's at 90, that's basically it's off. But you could adjust the pressure there to put all the brakes on, and that's what you use this for, the automatic brake. So when you apply it, you're obviously going to apply the pressure, but it takes a while for the pressure to be able to build back up. So it's like, it's something that you use, and once you use it, you have to charge it back up again, and it can get you in some sticky situations. So it's the best brake, but it takes the longest to use. It's the hardest to figure out when to use it, and when you use it, if you don't use it right, you've got to wait for it to recharge before you can use it again, which we're going out into some mountainous territory here. I'm a little bit stressed about it. And then again, the dynamic braking, this is, from what I understand, kind of like, I'm going to call it engine braking. I don't know if that's what it actually is, but it's just kind of like a slow, steady brake between 10 and 30 miles an hour. We actually might be able to use it right now, where we could kind of set that up to just keep us at a certain level. So I'm going to try taking this off. Well, we gotta slow things down again. Oh, we're up to 30. Just kidding. Take all this off. Here we go. Let's apply a little bit more here. Up to throttle 3. Let's get going. I don't want to stay full steam ahead, but we definitely need a little bit of steam ahead. I feel like we're going to reach 30 pretty quickly, though. So let's make sure we're not going too crazy here, Trev. I'm going to get this going a little bit, and then we're going to put it back into coast, into idle, because we're going downhill, and I think is this thing, I would imagine she's going to gain some speed pretty quickly, huh? We're supposed to, oh, yeah, we're gaining speed pretty quickly. I'm going to try like a dynamic 2 here. We're going to see if we can keep it around 25. We've got a 60 coming up here. Oh, gosh, why is it going so fast? Hold on. I'm going to go dynamic 4. Why is she getting so loud? Are we speeding up? I feel like we're speeding up a fairly significant amount here. Ooh, that's a good view right there. You can see the front of the train up there. We're up to 22. So we're going to take this dynamic 2. I don't think we could have the throttle and dynamic on at the same time. I guess that probably makes sense. I was going to try to put that on 2 and keep throttle on 1 and see if that helped us out, but we're just going to keep throttle on 1 for right now. Dude, this is so freaking stressful, but I love it so much. I'm glad you guys are enjoying this series like you are. Like, this is insane. We're driving a diesel locomotive right now. Sitting pretty nice at 20 miles an hour here. We've got a slight uphill gradient, so I'm going to push us to throttle number 2 and see if we can up the ante a little bit. But my goodness, the looking around, seeing all the different views and stuff, and like getting the camera angles and watching things go by like this, what a vibe, dude. We are driving a 400,000 pound beast right now, and I'm pretty sure that's just the front loco. For the first train that we're currently in, I think they're around 400,000 pounds. Don't quote me on that, but okay, we might be able to go up to a throttle number 3. We're gonna be cruising. These gradients are no joke, man. Yeah, we're sitting at about 22 miles an hour right now, so we're chilling. You know what? We could just for the heck of it use the horn on this thing. We've got the bell going off coming through these little neighborhoods and things here. Just make sure they know we're coming. We could probably turn that off though. Oh, beautiful. All right, 26. Oh, we could go up to 60 now? All right, full steam ahead. Here we go. Throttle number 8. Let's get this thing cooking. Dude, she is working. Look at all that American muscle coming out right there. 4,400 horsepower. Just keeping the country alive, baby. Getting things from point A to point B. I'm not going to lie to you. This is a little bit concerning. I don't know if I love going this fast in something this big. It won't stop for miles like this. We're in a different time zone when we flip over to this side of things. Look at the front all the way up there. We're chilling all the way back here. 46 miles an hour. Let's just make sure. Oh, we've got a 70 mile an hour zone coming up soon, so we're good to go. Dude, she is cruising. I would think we would probably want to get in and shut these windows. It's looking like we're maxing out. Oop, nope. I was just going to say we were stuck at 55 for a bit, but we're up to 56 here. Look at her just shaking around. I mean, this is a lot of weight to be throwing around at a speed like this. Got clearance up to 70 miles an hour. We're currently at 59, but we do have a 2% grade uphill, so it's a good thing we had a lot of speed going into this. Let's take a look at the route that we're going. Looks like we're coming all the way up top here. Oh my goodness, that kind of scared me a little bit. I just hopped into the passenger seat. There was another one coming by, dude. What? This is wild. All right, let's get over. Taking a look at them going by each other here. Wow. Just two behemoths crossing in the night. Off on a mission to deliver goods wherever. All right, so we're we're kind of chilling. We've got a 79-mile-an-hour speed limit here. We're pretty much wide open. It's nice and straight. Obviously, we've got 4 miles to go. We're going to be headed up into the mountains, I think. We'll see what our next objectives are, but we're just kind of cruising under the speed limit. We could get up, stretch our legs a little bit. Let me head outside, just get some fresh air, and it's a tough day on the job. How you been, Brenda? You hanging out? What's her job? She's got a brake valve, emergency brake valve, and that's it? She doesn't have any other controls? She just chills here? Dude, we're kind of ghost riding the whip here. This is a little bit concerning, but oh my goodness, dude. Imagine just Titanicing on the front of this thing. Holy cow. Imagine you're driving down the street and you see a train engineer on his train going 60 miles an hour past you. How you doing, buddy? Yep. Runaway train here. We should probably stick in the pilot house here, whatever you want to call this thing. Let's get all these things closed and let's make sure we're ready to act in case of any emergency. All right, looking like we probably want to slow down a little bit, so I'm going to bring our throttle down. We're at 53 miles an hour. We're going to have to drop down to 50 here in a second, so we're going to try to get this thing. I mean, we're going uphill is the thing. We are going to be slowing down automatically. Maybe go to throttle 6. I don't want to slow down too much. We want to keep her right at 50, which is the upcoming speed limit, so we should be okay. We're 8,000 feet ahead of our next location. I'm not sure if our plan is to stop or what, so we're just going to try to play it safe. We are losing a little bit of speed. We might be able to go up to throttle 7. Dude, it's crazy. You have 8 different throttle settings and 208 different brake settings that you can do on here. Oh, we're going to be slowing down a lot. All right, let's move this to a throttle 5. Got to be really careful that we don't lose this uphill speed too, because that's what's currently slowing us down. Throttle 6. We should be 45. Oh, we're already 45 right now. Yeah. We open up the window, get a little fresh air on our way to Barstow, baby. Try to go find Rome. It's been a while since I've seen those movies. I need to rewatch them here soon. I feel like it's Chelsea and I every single year. We've got 2 series we religiously rewatch. Right now, we're actually doing Game of Thrones for the first time since it first came out, which is kind of fun. But we definitely rewatch Harry Potter and Fast and Furious at least once. We have not hit our quota yet this year, so obviously Harry Potter season is coming up. But oh, we're good. Sorry, was looking at the wrong thing. We're at 41 miles an hour right now. We could be up to 45. We're just going to be careful about these junctions coming up, making sure they're staying green for us. I mean, look at this view. Are you freaking kidding me? Imagine just seeing the entire country ahead of you and you're riding the iron lines. Eastbound, baby. Is that what they call train tracks? I'm not sure, but we'll take that. Let me shut these. I can hardly hear myself think. Okay. So we're down to a 45 mile an hour speed limit. Obviously, have a bit of a curve here, which is probably what's affecting that. Let's get up top and see what we got going on, dude. I love that you can't even see the front of the train half the time. Oh, there's a wildfire. The fire department are on site, but the fire is not under control. There's a slight haze, but track visibility is still good. We have a haze coming in here. We're going to be going to our next location. It looks like we're going to be able to speed up a little bit. Shoot, we're going into a wildfire? Oh boy, we've got some supernatural weather happening, but don't you worry. I'm going to keep this thing on the straight and narrow. It's not like I have a choice not to. Oop, we're going too fast. We're going too fast. We're going too fast. Let's slow this down. We're going to be fine. Let's try to keep her under the speed limit. I wonder if we have an imposed speed limit based on the Viz. Dude, this is crazy. I mean, track Viz is decent, but I definitely feel like we're maybe gonna want to think about slowing down a little bit. Looks like we've got a 50-mile-an-hour speed limit coming up, so we're gonna be able to improve a little bit. We could maybe think about going to throttle 7. Let's just try to keep this thing as smooth as we possibly can. This is definitely very, very concerning going out into the great wide abyss. 50-mile-an-hour speed limit. We can give it throttle number 8. You can hear like the crickets and the birds and stuff back here, because all you can hear is the scraping of the wheels on the track. There's no engine noise. This is so sick, dude. All right. Getting a bunch of points for driving under the speed limit. I love it. We're going to want to kind of slow it down a little bit, though, I think. Let's go throttle 7, because we're up to 48 miles an hour. Maybe throttle 6. The thing is like we haven't reached our max speed yet. We've got this momentum that's going to keep pushing us. We're not immediately going to fall back down. We might because of the incline here, but it's just so stressful. Like, yeah, obviously, you can't go left or right. You don't have to worry about turning the thing. You don't really have to worry about much. Another update on that wildfire. The fire is still growing with the mountainside now covered in smoke. The tracks are clear, but visibility around Cajon will be lower than usual. Keep your windows closed and remain cautious out there. Will do, sir. Don't you worry. Oh, my goodness. I mean, I'm going to trust in him. I'm going to trust in our people, keeping an eye on the tracks ahead of us and hoping that we're not going to see a giant train emerge out of the mist to run into us here. I would never expect train sim to be this fun. You can't turn left and right. You can't go up and down. It's not like a you know, driving simulator or a plane sim or something like that. Like, there are way less variables, but it's just all about maintaining that speed and the balance and finding the right, you know, formula that you need to be fuel efficient, maintenance efficient. Obviously, you don't want the engines running at full speed all the time, and really just managing the stopping. Like, it's crazy how much goes into this. We're up to 48 out of 50 miles an hour. I mean, I'm feeling pretty confident where we're at. We might want to back off the power a little bit. I'm worried we're going to end up going a bit too much, but we'll see. This is spooky. This is really, really spooky. Dude, I can't see anything. We've got a yellow junction coming up, which according to you guys, I saw in the comments, it's you know, what you would expect it to be. Be prepared to stop in case you need to. Looks like our speed is going to be dropping, our speed limit, so we're gonna bring this down. Oh, I'm stressed out right now, dude. I am super stressed out right now. I'm not gonna want to drop it too much. We're gonna go throttle 6. Let me get a quick save just in case something really goes bad here. Oh boy. Is there... I know he said keep the windows closed. Do we smell anything? Is there a wildfire out there? Brenda, what do you think about this? Do we just keep pushing through? It looks like we don't have a red junction or anything, so I think we're gonna be... I think we're gonna be okay. Hopefully all these people are gonna be okay. My goodness. You can't see out here. The air quality is terrible. And we are just chugging along, dude. There's other trains coming by. I hope the freaking eye in the sky, whoever controls all the junction boxes, has this right, because we could be in a lot of hurt if they don't. My goodness. Dude, this is just so freaking cool. Look at this guy. Okay, let's take a look. Make sure we're where we want to be. We're going 38 and a 40. That's exactly what we want. That train is long gone. All right, it's back to just us out here in the great wild west. We've got another yellow one coming up. We're going a little bit too fast, so let's just drop it down to throttle number 5. I don't know if the right call is to drop throttles and coast. I'm assuming that's what you want to do. I would bet that you don't want to just ride a little bit of brake. Like, we could keep it on 6 and add like 5% brake. I would think that that's probably a little counterintuitive, although it would help us find a better balance, because sometimes you just have to keep moving it back and forth between 5 and 6. But yeah, we're just going to keep an eye on this and hope for the best here, man. To be honest, I can't believe that they're just okay with us cruising through here at speeds like this. I mean, again, trains can't really go that far or do that much, so I guess that's part of the confidence you have in it. It does look like our speed is going to be able to be increased. We're at a 2.1% grade, so it is going to be slowing us down quite a bit. I cannot believe how smoky it is out here. Let's take a look outside, dude. You literally can't see anything more than 20 feet in front of you. Walter and Jesse in there. What are you guys up to? That's why it's so smoky out here. Got a 50-mile-an-hour speed zone up ahead of us, so we're going to increase throttle a little bit. Get this thing going. We probably don't want to do too much, though. It's a little bit early here, I think. keep her at 40 for right now. Dude, we have really done well with the speed limits. I think we're going to get a bunch of bonus points and XP for that. I don't think these solar panels are doing much out here today. We're up to 50 miles an hour, so let's gas it. Here we go. You ready, Brenda? I forget what was that what we called her? Jamie? Belinda? I'm not sure. I think it's Brenda. All right, Brenda. Let's get this thing going. We got 2.1% grade in front of us, but we are going to be going full speed ahead, baby. Let's get this thing going. Let's get her up to 50. She actually responds pretty quickly. We had that little cutscene there. We're already up to 45. I'm really impressed. I mean, again, we have a totally empty load here. We're going to have to try, like, the longest, heaviest train we can at some point. But I am really impressed. Ooh, the fire spread has slowed down, but we've been advised to stop sending further trains until the smoke is clear. Continue past Cajon until you are clear of the smoke. Okay? Wait, we're going to have to slow this thing down. We're going down to 35 miles an hour. Go to the location as indicated, 2.3 miles from here. Let's slow. We got to slow this down now. We're going to have to do quite a bit of automatic braking. You can see our pressure is going to be changing here. This is our equalizing that's going into the braking. We're trying to get this thing down. Oh my gosh. Why didn't it tell me we were going to be slowing down that quickly? We're going to be fine. Down to 35. We're okay. We're okay. We're going to be fine. It's okay. We could probably take off the throttle too, but we're good. All right. Let's go idle. Let's take this thing all the way off. Release that. This is released. We're up to down to 30. We slowed down a little bit too much there, but we're going to be okay. The brake pressure is going to go back to 90, which is where it's supposed to be. We didn't really apply too much there, so that's all right. We really slowed down way too early there. I kind of panicked a little bit, but it's okay. It looks like we are coming out of the smoke. I have to get old girl back up to speed. I'm sorry about that. Lost a lot of momentum. That's not what we wanted there, Trev. You got to keep it cool, calm, and collected. You can't overreact like that, but look at this. We got a beautiful day ahead of us here. I just freaking love this so much, dude. Look at this thing that we're driving right now. Like, oh, I love it. All right, let's get this thing back up to 35. We're going to back off throttle a little bit. We should be able to carry some speed. We are going uphill pretty heavy, though. So we might need a little bit more than what we have. It looks like we're going to be coming up. We're going to be taking a right through here, and this is where we're going to be stopping to wait for clearance to go through once it's cleared up here. You know, we may have overreacted a bit, but we never broke the speed limit, and that's what counts. Your boy is well on his way to becoming the most respected train engineer of all time. No way, dude. You can see the firefighters. I'm assuming that's a firefighting helicopter. Oh. Got a yellow signal here. Be prepared to stop if needed, but it's looking like we're okay. We've still got 9,600 feet to our destination, and we're just chilling at 30 miles an hour. We should be able to stop this thing pretty quickly if we need to. Imagine that we just turn the corner, there's a wildfire on the track. We gotta throw the e-brakes on. The grades through here are tough, man. We're at a 2% right now, which is not that bad, but we had a 3.5%, so we've been having to throw on extra speed at times, but it seems pretty chill. I kind of feel like, I mean, we're out in Southern California. I kind of feel like I'm driving the GTA 5 train right now. I don't remember what colors it was, but I feel like it kind of looked like this. That thing was a beast. That did not stop for anyone or anything. There was no derailing that bad boy. That's probably a good one for me to drive. It's so cool. Going under the overpass here. Yeah, we're up to a 2.9%, so we're chilling. You know, 6 out of 8. This is a pretty hefty speed that we're going at here, and we're still staying under that 35 mile an hour speed limit, so we really are kind of testing this thing a little bit, but we got to be careful, because if we end up going up to a 4 or 5% grade, we're going to lose too much speed, and we're not going to be able to get it back going again. Same thing goes with if we go down too much. If it goes down to a 1%, we're not paying attention, we're going to get this thing going way too fast. So you got to be careful. It does look like we're going to be going down to a 30% here soon, or 30 mile an hour. Not too soon though, so let's keep it at throttle 5, Trev. Maybe throttle 6. We don't want to go too slow. Just wild how much goes into trying to keep this thing as smooth as possible. A little hot out there with the wildfire. Let's go ahead and turn this fan on. Oh, I love how you can, dude, look at that. You can see the fan blades turning. We've got it at 10% here. They look really slow. You could turn it up to 100%. She's cooling us now. What a cool area to be going through, too. We've got the front of the train up here in this little valley. We've got the back of the train all the way back here in the plains. Like, there's just so so much happening. We're going over bridges, through canyons and mountains. This is sick. We are coming up on this location here. I'm not sure. It just says go to it in 800. Oh, what is going on out here? Bunch of rocks and stuff, but it wants us to go to this location. I want to see what our next objective is going to end up being. Should get that here in a couple of seconds as we cross over. Should be getting clear of the smoke now. Stop at the summit until we can clear the backed up traffic at Hesperia. So we're going to be stopping at the summit. Where's the summit at? Summit's going to be up here. Okay, beautiful. So we're going to pull her in. Take a little break, you know, get a little lunch or something, because we don't want to keep going with all the traffic we're going to have backed up from all this. Dude, we're going to have to go 4 miles through a mountain at 30 miles an hour. This is going to take forever and an eternity. Are just so epic, dude. Look at this. Oh, she is beautiful. All right, so we've got a bit of a tricky thing coming up here. We're up to 40-mile-an-hour speed limit. We're going to increase throttle to throttle number 8. We're going to be going to 50, and then it goes to 55, and then 50, and then 55. So I'm assuming we just want to keep this at 50 all the way through if we can. No real reason to try to boost her up in between the two. Then we'll go to 55 after we pass that. Let's get our windows open here. Just us. A couple of cars out there on the open road. Man, that's the thing. Like, I feel like we're going on a grand road trip with this train. Like, it feels like, you know, the world is our oyster. We can go wherever we want. We can do whatever we want as long as it's in between these two metal bars. And it's just like open road ahead of us. We're going a little bit too fast here, Trev. Nope, just kidding. We're up to 50. All right, let's keep pushing to 50. We're going to watch this thing. We do have a yellow signal. We'll keep an eye out and see if we can keep her right at 50 until we get to the 55. We don't want to go too fast. We've been doing pretty good on the speed limit here. But yeah, just like, I don't know, the sense of freedom that we have out here. These you could take this all the way to the East Coast if you wanted. Oh, we're going downhill. We're going downhill. Hold on. Slow this thing down. Slow her down, Poppy. Slow her down. Whoa. We're going to use Dynamic 8. Let's get this thing slowed down. I actually don't even think Dynamic 8 is going to help that much. I think we probably want some automatic brakes. I'm going to apply like 55%. Let's just get this down to 50. We don't want to go too fast. We're on a downhill gradient now, so we made it up over. We're going to be stopping at the summit in 2.4 miles. All right. Take this off. And I feel like this dynamic brake, if we keep this around like a 5, maybe it'll keep us from going too fast. We'll see. Actually put that off. Maybe put this to a 1. We've also got gravity on our side. Gravity slowly slowing us down over time. We can get up to 55 now. There's so many things you got to manage. I love it. It's stressful, but I love it. To 46, we're going to take this to throttle 4. 27 miles an hour. All right, things are looking pretty good here. How insane is this angle? But here we go, baby. So we have a bit of, I wouldn't call it a problem coming up here. We're definitely going to want to slow things down, though. We're currently going 49 miles an hour at a 55. If we check our map, we're going to be going right and then left and coming to a stop. I think we're going to have to apply the brakes now. Our gradient is increasing. We're currently at a 1.5% downhill gradient, so I'm going to do full hill automatic brakes, full dynamic brakes, and then I'm going to apply like a good amount of independent brake. We need to get this thing to slow down and slow down quickly. We've got 5,400 feet, so just over a mile to get this thing stopped. It does say 0.9 stopping distance up in the top right. I'm not sure what that means exactly, what braking setting that would be at. But this actually might be pretty bad. We need to stop in time, otherwise you can't pass it. Okay, we're slowing down now. This is good. You can see that orange bar up in our things. That's indicating just how much we're slowing down. I'm going to take this independent brake off, and let's see how much that reduces it by. Because we don't want to fully 100% slow down. We just want to slow down nice and smoothly. Probably take off a little bit of our automatic brake. I think technically you have to take it off completely and then reapply it. So I'm going to put it at like 50% maybe. I believe what we're trying to do is get up to, there's like a railroad crossing thing right here. You can see it here. I think we want to stop in front of these things. It's telling us to stop for the danger coming up ahead. So we're going to see if we can nail that here. And we obviously don't want to slow down too much. We're just going to see if we can coast in. We're currently at 24. I'm going to put this up to like 70%. 25. Ooh, see, we're up to 25. We're gaining a little bit. I'm going to do a little bit more of the independent brake. We're going to do maybe like 4 of the dynamic brake. Let's just get us slowing down here. We actually might need a little bit more than that. Let's going to go off. I'm going to go full. And we're going to see if we can really get 1,000 feet to get this thing to stop from 23 miles an hour while it's going 1.4% downhill like that. That is not an easy task. That is not a whole lot of room to be able to do it. Here we go. Let's go 100%. Let's go 100%. Let's go 100%. Slowing this thing down. 400 feet. Now the thing is, here I'm going to take some of this off. We're down to 13 miles an hour. We've got 300 feet. We need to get close enough to it that we aren't stopping too soon, though. Take this all the way off. We would have coast in, coast in, coast in. Take this all the way off. Coast in, baby. We're still losing steam here. 90 feet. Oh my gosh, dude, we were so close. We're not going to make it. Gravity's doing the rest for us. All right, so we're going to bring this up to a throttle 2. Oh, we're still going. We're still moving. Hold on, we might be good. Oh, let's let her roll in there, baby. That's what I'm talking about. We definitely don't want to get going too fast, though. I'm going to go back to idle. We're going to go back to 100%, 100%, 100%. And we're going to take this thing to a complete stop in front of our thing. Oh, my goodness. Okay, I mean, it wasn't the smoothest, but nice to see you made it in one piece. Keep the train parked up here until dispatch gives you the green light. Will do. Would have been nice to kind of coast down there and not do the 2% roll. But I guess we'll take that, dude. We didn't come to a complete stop. That could have been bad. Yeah, look at that little divot right there. We kind of want that to go straight down if we can. But holy cow, that was intense. So there you guys have it. Our first time ever using a freight locomotive. That was a lot of fun. I'm excited to check out more of those. I know there's a ton of, if we choose a route, there's a ton of Cajon Pass missions here, so we can go to scenarios. That's the first scenario that we've done. We've got bar stow away, slip and slide, torrential rain, move it around cars in the Victorville cement plant. Obviously, our coupling we have to work on a little bit, but yeah, this is interesting. Definitely want to check out more of these guys. Also want to check out, like, honestly, I want to check out some of the super high speed trains and stuff. Let me know what you guys want to see next, whether it's a train, a route, a location, whatever it is. I'm loving this game, man. This has been a lot of fun, and I have a surprise coming for the next episode, so make sure you guys stay tuned. It may or may not be, you know, we've got racing simulator wheels, we've got flight joysticks and yokes. We may or may not have a train stick thing coming in, so I'll see you guys there. Peace out.